Let's test out some new running boards for the Cybertruck. So a few weeks back, I got these molle panels from a company called Tesstudio, which to be honest was a new company to me. And so I thought I'd give them a shot. They were a good price and I thought they were gonna be really a functional option for what I was trying to do. I put them in, I loved them. So I immediately jumped on the site, saw what else I could get. I got a few other things. However, the main thing I got that I'll be showing you today is I got their running boards. And I already had a set of running boards, but I thought I'd give these a shot. I thought they could be different. So I went ahead and grabbed these also. So today's video, I'll be giving you a rundown of how I installed these running boards, how easy, how hard it is, and then make sure you subscribe to the channel because eventually in a few weeks, I'll be releasing a comparison video between the running boards I already had and the Tesstudio running boards, which I just put on and am really loving. Today, I'm gonna be reviewing and installing these running boards from Tesstudio. These are the brand new ones. You've probably seen a few others out there in the market. These are fresh off the press. I'll be opening them up, putting them on the truck for you, giving you a walkthrough, and then telling you what I think of them. By the way, my initial impression, this box is huge and really heavy. Both of those are usually good signs as far as durability and quality. Let's open her up. So just like the molle panels I had received from Tesstudios, these came very well packaged, pretty thick cardboard, were banded together pretty well. Once you opened it up, there was really 5 different boxes, 2 of each of the running boards, 2 of the sets of brackets, and then 1 with the hardware in it. So as I pulled everything out, to my surprise, it looked very simple. There was 5 left-handed brackets, 5 right-handed brackets, the 2 boards, and some hardware. All right, so here's the list of tools you're gonna need to pull this off. A 13mm socket wrench, and that's it. One of the benefits of this Tesstudio running board is all the hardware is the same. You got a 10mm bolt, a washer, and a lock washer. I'm gonna start off with putting on the right-hand brackets, which are clearly marked with the R. Each bracket is going to take one of those 13mm bolts, a lock washer, and then a washer. You're just screwing it up into place with the exposed threaded hole in the bottom of the truck, which you can see here. There's going to be 5 of them. They're there in the silver. There's the 2nd, 3rd, 4th down here, and then 5th down on the end. Same thing now with the 2nd bracket. I already have the 2 washers on there. I feed it through the bracket, kind of hold it in place, and screw that up in. And I just repeat the same steps on the 3rd, eventually the 4th and 5th brackets, 1 bolt in each. Until you have them all on and they look like this. Then you'll locate the right running board and go ahead and set that on the brackets in place. So I didn't realize until I set it on here just now how nicely these angles fit into the angle of the truck. Let me show you. Like, look at this. The angle of the board matches up perfectly with the angle of the truck. On the backside also, just fits in absolutely perfect. Next is the matter of putting the bolts into the bottom of the board. As you can see here, you'll just line up the 2 holes in the running board with the holes in the bracket, and I see you. And again, we're using the same 10mm bolts with the same lock washer and washer to put these 2 bolts in on each bracket from underneath the bottom. Then it's just a matter of putting the bolts in. 2 bolts into each bracket. So that means there's 10 in all, of course, because there's 5 brackets. I found out through the course of it, it was easy to kind of get one in started and then put the 2nd one in before tightening them all down. Here's kind of what it looks from the bottom view. Again, that 1 attached to the truck and then the 2 attaching the bracket to the bar itself. But now as we're getting dark here, time for one quick load test. I think we're pretty sturdy. And also, I should probably work out a little bit more because that made me more tired than it should have. Now I'm gonna repeat the steps with the left running board. All right, now to install the left side brackets, or you could say the driver's side. Or if you're a football fan, you would say the strong side. Or wait, is that the right side? The left side brackets. Again, you're gonna be using just the 13mm bolts, a lock washer, and a washer on each individual bolt. Then just about the same steps on the left side and on the right side. The only difference, I didn't get the bolt tight at first this time. I found it was a little bit easier to match the bolts up from the underside if I had left that one loose first. Now you just set the running board in place on those 5 brackets, just like before. Again, it just fits nicely into the angle of the truck. Got my little bag of hardware, and then the same steps on this side. You're just going to put 2 of those 13mm bolts back into the bracket on each one. And again, this side I chose to lose the bolt fastening it to the truck loose before I tightened it down. I got the other two into each individual bracket tight, then went back and got that one tight, and that seemed to work a whole lot better. Leaving that bolt on the truck loose really allowed you to like match it up better to where you weren't fighting to hit the threads in place correctly. And there we are again, left side in place. Left side weight test number 2. All good, all good. And that's pretty much it. All in all, this was crazy how simple and easy it was to get these bad boys on. I'm talking like 20 minutes from start to finish, including the unboxing and messing around with this camera. Like the easiest running boards I've ever put on. I put on about a dozen or so in my life, I'd say. Super easy. The only thing that worries me a little bit, I've got so many parts left over. I hope I didn't miss something. If I didn't miss something, then that's a plus. I always appreciate extra hardware. If I did miss something, I'll let you know in the next video. Make sure you subscribe and get yours today. 20% off using my discount code CARISMA, CARISMA. Jump on the Tesstudio site. Anything you get in the cart will give you that discount. Tesstudio running boards. It really is a beautiful addition to the truck. Can't wait to get some snow to see how well these do clearing off your feet. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Stay tuned. The next video, I will be doing a seat cover review comparing 2 more major brands of seat covers.